Hi guys and welcome back to Divinity Original Sin 2. Yeah, last episode we just freed the chick that was arrested here. I saw that there were some weird things going on here. I don't know what that is, but it doesn't look good. And yeah, we saved Siva from here, or we freed her, we didn't save her really. And now she went to her home, and we will go too. And probably we have the whole town out for blood after us, because we just killed a few magisters there. Bluegill mushroom. Okay. Wait, we can still loot some stuff here. Or maybe not, let's go here. What does the kid have to say now?
The Meister's back! The Meister's back! She
Shut
doesn't
up.
feel like playing, but...
The Meister sits slumped in a chair, looking around the room as she works her shoulder with one hand. It looks like it was dislocated by the gallows.
Damnable red cloak baboons ransacking my wardrobes, as if I would keep ancient valuable secrets in a pile with my unmentionables.
She takes a deep breath, and with a twist, a click, and a screech of pain, she shoves her shoulder back into its socket.
I swear by the seven if we did not have more important matters to attend to.
Reaching across the table, she pulls a bowl of hot water towards her and fishes some bandages, a needle, and thread out of a box. She slowly starts to tend to her wounds.
At least the barbarians were unable to club their way into my vault, so everything you need should be safe.
Clear your throat. Isn't it normally polite to thank your rescue? Ask what exactly it is that you need. Watch as she slowly wraps a cut on her arm. Ask why they strung her up. Good. Tell her you want to get started as quickly as possible.
Apparently I had a claw in murdering their darling divine-in-waiting Alexander.
The Meister wrenches the bandage, pulling the fabric tight against her wound. She winces before tying it off in a neat knot, but you can see the red stain already spreading across the fabric.
Never mind that. That I was here the entire time. Apparently my cunning transcends time, space, and common sense.
Carve uncomfortably. Actually, you the reason the Magisters are looking for Alexander's killer. So now that she's free, you can proceed. You want to move quickly. Wonder if she isn't forgetting something. What's that rhyme with thank you, maybe?
Meister Siva freezes, her eyes locked on you, her claws mid-swipe, cutting a new stretch of bandage.
Why on earth should I have thought anything else? Not that I was sorry to hear about his death. I doubt my grin helped matters during the interrogation.
So now that she's free, you can proceed. You want to move quickly?
It is not enough to be God-woken in order to ascend to divinity. There is a process.
As she speaks, the Meister uncorks a vial of shimmering liquid, sauce. She lets a couple of drops fall on her hand, but instead of infusing with her body, they quickly evaporate on her scales.
Okay.
She stares at the empty spot on her palm for a long moment before turning back to you, continuing as if nothing had happened.
A process by which God-woken may ascend. It begins with discovering your deepest self, delving into your own soul.
Good. Tell her you want to get started as quickly as possible. Nod along. What do you need to do? Ifan, your deepest self? Good. Say that lad's got quite some explaining to do. Say that you'll pass. You've spent more than long enough in the company of your deepest Deepest self. Quickly excuse yourself. You have a few things to wrap up before you confront yourself.
Enthusiasm? On a weekday? My word. We shall begin once we have the tools we need from my vault. You may have been chosen Godwoken, but becoming divine requires more than a supernatural pat on the head. Come, Godwoken. It is time to see just how awake you are. Fortunately, the magistrates will not take what you are to take into fashion. Kindly remove that painting from the wall.
Wait a second. Ooh, a shovel. Meaty stew. Heals 10% an apple? Oh. We need some more apples. Tales of the Seven Gods. Beats of the Four. T is for Troll. So remove the painting from the wall. Wait, we have stuff to loot, chick. We will have to wait a second. I don't know if they are better than what we have, but we will find out soon. Chicken claw. Ooh, nice. Some cash. Empty bottles. Wood pile, and that's it. Yeah, cash in the wood pile, okay, nice. And cash in the basket. So remove the painting from the wall. The only painting I see here is this one.
I pray my instructions will not be too technical for you. Push the button. Your talent for following simple instructions fills me with wonder and pride.
What the frick?
Now, kindly go to the vault and enter the combination.
A stone door lies flush with the floorboards. Etched whorls in the granite frame a delicate rotary dial. Gleaming under the dim light, the metallic dial almost seems to wink at you. Taking your time, you carefully enter the combination. The metallic sounds of the tumblers falling within the mechanism let you know you entered the code correctly.
Excellent.
Okay.
Follow me. Your time is at hand, Godwoken.
Jesus Christ, this is a big lab. Potato. Let's take it. Nothing here. Meister, I'm coming to loot your stuff.
Ancient ruins. Weird contraptions. This place is an Arcanist dream.
Where are the weird contraptions? Ah, this one. That's it. No, there's one more secret door down here, it seems. Energy chest. Nice. Take it. There's some mechanism, some more stuff, some loot. Incinerator control valve. Ah, that's that one. Firestorm grenade. Wooden figurine. Inkpot and quill. Firestorm grenade. 1 source orbs, part 3. Painting of a man. Bottle of swirling mud. Rhymes of the scribes. Ingredient cupboard. Meat cleaver, source fountain. Treatise on humanity. Some more books. Books are always nice. Milk. What's that? A fuse? Ah, she makes grenades, that's right. Yeah, I have to see how crafting works. I have a lot of essences and
Junk.
and a lot of stuff for crafting. What's this? Oh, light source. Okay. There I can go loot also. Yeah, maybe I should try out the crafting system. Where do I craft? Equipment, consumables, magical, ingredients, miscellaneous, books, wares. Maybe here? No. There was one crafting menu. What's this? Toggle log. There was a menu where you could put stuff together. Crafting panel. Skill panel, inventory, crafting panel. Here. Recipes. Runes. A knife with a rune spot. Alexander's cloak. And Amulet of the Void. Okay, recipes. Quick with the string. Potions. Minor healing potion. Small poison bottle. High agaric mushroom and empty bottle. Yeah, let's do some. For Fane, for healing. And what's this? Penny bun. Ah, nice. Let's do some of these too. Grenades. Don't have enough arrows. Shocking arrowhead. Any cutting tool. And any tooth. Wow. I sold some teeth. Okay. Armor. Human mask of the shapeshifter. Ah, nice. Source orb. Oh, we do only have one. I will wait on that. Runes. Bone dust. Okay, we have a mortar and pestle grimoire. Contamination scroll. Okay. Fortify scroll. Okay, nice. Human mask of the shapeshifter. Maybe I should do this one. Or feign. But I only have this one source orb. Let's see. Source orb. Grant skill venomous aura. Grant skill mass cleanse wounds. Grant skill evasive aura. Blue brilliance, it almost hurts to gaze at it too long. Its source orb can be used to gain a source point, or used in place of a rune on your equipment, or used as an ingredient in special crafting recipes. Use it wisely. Yeah. Okay, let's see what this chick has to say to us. Am everyone full of swords? No, not really. Hello? Yeah, now everyone is full of swords. So let's talk to the chick.
The Meister is examining her wounds, prodding at this, wincing at that. Her face seems grim as she turns to you.
Do you know what it means to have the power of the divine, Godwoken?
Say that it means being able to do anything you want. Say that it means total responsibility to others. Say that you hope it's a chance to stop the divine order.
A chance, yes, but it is much more than that.
Okay.
No, becoming the divine means taking on the power of all the gods and the responsibility for all the races. The divine was created by the gods to shelter us from the void. The divine cannot use his power for anything else.
That's boring. Hold up a hand, surely you can use some power for yourself. Nod, you understand? Nod, but you're already thinking about what you could do with such power. Growl that you have already told her what you will do when the power is yours.
When you become the divine, there is no more self.
For just a moment, her eyes soften as she looks at you.
It is no small thing to ask, but it is your duty. Without a new divine, Rivellon will die.
Nod, you understand? Nod, but you're already thinking what you could do. Growl that you have already told her what you will do when the power is yours.
Very well then. Let's see if we can't snatch divinity from the jaws of the void. The ritual itself is quite simple. Drop some blackroot in the bowl, mix in a little blood, set the concoction aflame, and then inhale the smoke.
What?
Ignore any feelings of dizziness, burning in your lungs, or a dire sense of existential dread. They're all perfectly normal, although you will need to sacrifice a little sauce along the way. Everything you need is here. Ingredients in the cupboard, sauce in the glowing fountain, ritual in the tome by the bookcase, even an incinerator to provide a flame.
The Meister looks back at her wounds, curiously prodding them as fresh blood oozes out, staining her claws.
Observe that her cuts look pretty bad. Say that you'll get started immediately. Pause for a moment. Ask if she's ever seen the ritual performed before. Grunt and walk away from the conversation. You have a study to explore.
Quite. Mind you, being torn asunder by a Voidwoken would be even more inconvenient. So if you wouldn't mind...
The Meister points sharply to the ingredients cupboard.
And do not lose anything. These ingredients are rare indeed. I'm not hiking back out to the Cloisterwood to fetch you more blackroot.
So let's get over the log. Powerful awakening. Gather the ingredients for the God-Awakening ritual. The Meister instructions for the ritual are very specific. We must make sure we have all the necessary ingredients. Cyan told us she is trying to create a set of armor from poisonous spores. That was the other one. Champion of the Gods. The God-Woken ritual demands that I burn blackroot and blood from an obsidian lance in a special bowl, then inhale the smoke. Everything I need is in Shiva's cellar. We succeeded where the Magisters failed and found Meister Siva's secret vault. There we should learn what it takes to become divine. Thanks to Meister Siva, we know what we must do to unlock potential and become divine. The Red Prince. Red Prince search for a lizard named Dreamer turns towards Driftwood. Was waylaid by a paid assassin, but who sent him? Okay, the poison from a lance. Bucket, ink pot, meat cleaver, ink pot and quill ingredients, sauce fountain, bowl. Maybe we already have the stuff. Ifin, what do you have? You should have empty grenade, mortar and pestle, the essences, jar of mind maggots, wheat, mortar and pestle, fuse, wooden figurine. What was it I needed? That we have all the ingredients. Meant to burn black root and blood. Ah, wait, probably I don't have the all the stuff showing. All. Ah, yeah. This is the special bowl. Where is the black root? Auto sword? Where is the roots and stuff? This should be the bowl. Where is black root? Eat. Haven't I got it? No, I think not.
Opening the door, you see a selection of ingredients, thrown together in no particular order. After a quick rummage, you spot the black root nestled between the grated dragon's tongue and Drudene oil.
Okay.
You gather up the black root, obsidian lance and ancient bowl and kick the door of the cupboard closed.
These three, so now mix them together or what? No.
Are you simple? Perform the ritual. Ingredients in the cupboard, ritual in the book, source in the fountain.
Okay, ritual in the book. Book. Ah, here. Instructs me to record my research before I conduct any experiments regarding God-Vulcan extension. The ritual itself is quite simple. Place a single piece of black root in the ritual bowl. Draw blood with obsidian lance, your own is most convenient, and sprinkle it upon the root. Set a flame to the bowl and its contents. Ensure that you have sufficient source. Inhale the resulting smoke. Beyond this point nothing is known. Hello? The ingredients for are rare per se, but may be difficult to procure. I am fortunate that the Meister source fountain ever runs low, so it is simple to gather source. Black root, however, is another matter. The root grows in the forest to the northwest of Driftwood. Produces no poison or thorns to guard it. All manner of creatures stalk those trees. It is wise to quickly grab what one needs and then run. I pray that my experiments here pave the way for future scholars. Or should I succeed to allow any to be the equals of God-Vulcan? Apprentice Talik. Okay, So we did that. Now we have to go here. Place the stuff here or what? Yeah, we should put that into there. Why can't we do that? Ah, maybe combine with the bowl. Yeah. Okay. Now combine this with this. No. Okay. Use. And now combine it. Yeah, okay. Now put this on here. Now use this and stand here.
As you suck the smoke deep into your lungs, your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pounding in your head, and you can feel the world fading.
Hold the fume in your lungs and ignore the thumping in your head. Exhale quickly, coughing and spluttering up the
As
fumes.
the world fades away, you lose all sense of being grounded. You reach out, but you could feel yourself falling slowly, sinking into the depths of your own soul.
Okay.
The deepest recess of my soul. But it looks like the Hall of Echoes.
Why does this guy always come with us?
The giant takes notice of its charges.
Explain that you have some questions. Shoo the rodent away.
Ask away, Shield. Indeed, Quack.
He's the only one that can come with us into the Hall of Echoes. Or the deepest recess of our soul. What is over there? Let's see. Is there any loot in here? Not really, huh? Any loot over here? No loot, no nothing. This is boring. Ooh, what's up here? Maybe secret passage or something? No. Ah. Even Ben Mest. Just myself.
Bathed in the half-light of these starless barrens, you spot a figure you could only describe as a second self. It looks haggard and weak, its very voice but a feeble echo of your own.
Ivan, my wolf! Come closer, so that you may see me as I truly am. Look me in the eyes.
The apparition clasps your face in its shaking hands. You suddenly feel your eyes tingle. Everything becomes brighter, sharper. Blacks and whites become glorious bursts of color, then fade back into their accustomed spectrum.
Blind eyes, shine brightly. Speak the spell, and see.
You learn Spirit Vision. Cast a spell regularly to reveal a hidden world of ghosts lingering in the mortal realm. Okay.
God is the strange mirror image of yourself. Before you stands the god Ralik in all his spectral glory.
You know
Okay.
me now, don't you? I saved you from drowning. I blessed you, made you powerful. and now I've come to seek some power in return. Your God-woken soul is my last refuge, my last bastion. May as well make the best of what you have to offer.
Ralik nourishes himself from the source that abounds in your presence. You feel it deep down inside yourself.
Ah,
Okay.
yes. Just what I needed. I tell you, dying just doesn't become a god.
Dying just doesn't become a god. Dying, ask what's happened to him. Tell him not to be too greedy. Frankly, you need all the source you can get. Say he's being dramatic. Gods are immortal after all.
The void itself is hunting down the gods, leeching us in ways we never thought possible. Droplet by droplet, we are being drained. We're battling for our very survival. It's a battle we're losing, and should we truly lose, all will be cast into oblivion.
Point out that by hiding in your soul, he's turned you into a target for the Voidwoken in the world. Tell him you wouldn't have thought him a defeatist. Smirk Relic's clearly not going to beat you up again. Not in his current state.
To save us both. As a matter of fact, you must realize, Ifan, that our fates are now as one, just as our souls are now as one. We are I. Together we are a force to be reckoned with. But if we seek to survive the onslaught of the Void, we stand no chance unless we become vastly more powerful than we are now. That means there is but one place we can go. The Well of Ascension.
Look at him expectantly. The name doesn't ring
It
a
is
bell.
lake, a pool of pure source in which the powers of the Seven lie united.
Okay.
We gave them up freely to create the first divine. Each of us donated half of that which makes us gods. To bathe in the lake is to become our chosen. That is where the road to divinity leads, and you must be the first to reach it at all costs.
Wait, hold on. The gods once gave away half their powers just like that? Ask him why it is so important you should win. Certainly any divine would do. Tell him not to worry. Losing is just not something you do.
It was a time of selflessness and sacrifice in the face of our old enemy. It was an act of heroism and a dreadful mistake. A mistake we must. The Void is stronger than ever. A new divine won't be enough. You need to go to the Well of Ascension, not to bathe in the source of the Seven, but to take it. All of it. Only he who claims everything will be everything. The Void's doom. This world's liberator.
And say you like the sound of them. Contemplate his words and say you like the sound of them. Pause to wonder what will happen to the other gods and Godwoken if you do this. So you must steal the powers of the other gods. That's uncomfortable. Tell him that sounds like the kind of megalomaniacal talk that led Lucian to his end.
You will be one, or you will be none. The other gods must bow to you or be undone. But of course, that is what they are saying to their own Godwoken as we speak. We both know they won't bow, just like we both know you will never bow to them. Only
Okay.
one can become a god strong enough to safeguard our world. One, at the expense of all others. So make no mistake, Ifan. Chances are the road to divinity will be paved with dead gods. Their blood on your blood-red hands. But don't let that dismay you. For these sins will be washed clean by the knowledge you committed them to save all of existence. To save your kin, and your loved ones, and the world they live in.
Tell him you wish to work with others, not against him. Certainly you do not need to be a tyrant to succeed. Not you're convinced. Where can you find this Well of Ascension? Ask him what will happen to all the other races. Tell him that divinity already caused the deaths of those you held dear and destroyed the world you lived in.
They will be at your mercy, which is vastly preferable to you being at theirs. Wouldn't you? So fret not, but revel in the promise of the lake. I will lead you there when you're ready, when you've become a true master of the source and speak the language of creation itself. Our
Okay.
journey will be fraught with peril. It is a pilgrimage of challenges, that will require you to command Source like only a God-woken can, and wield its most powerful spell.
Ron, aren't you already a Source Master? Say that if you're to become a Master of the Source, surely there's no better tutor than him. Smile wryly and say that pilgrimage sounds rather ironic given your mission.
Hoarse laughter rolls and echoes into infinity.
Perhaps. But what is a pilgrimage after all? If not a journey of atonement, in search of... Focus not on death and irony, Ithan. You've had enough of those. It's time to turn your lupine gaze to life and ascension instead. We are I now. The spells you need to know I will teach you when you are ready. But first, you must learn to channel the Source in greater volumes. That is why you need to seek Masters of the Source. You must make them teach you, so that you may become a master in turn. So, return to Rivellon and seek out these sages where they dwell. Convince them to share with you their deep-seated bond with the Source. Once you have, you may return to me here. Best of luck,
Nod
Benmez.
and take your leave. Okay. How do we leave now? Do we have to go back the same way we came? Probably. Nope. Here, maybe?
The Meister stares intently at you. Her eyes are tired and bruised, but determined.
Still alive? Gods above, there might be something to you after all.
She leans in, her bloody tongue flickering hungrily about your face.
Tell me, what did you see? What you know?
Ignore the burning in your lungs and quickly explain what happened. Your gods hiding with you in your new power and the Masters of Source. Wave away her cast and cough that searing green smoke out of your system. Tell her that's valuable information, you're not giving it away for free.
She stares intently for a moment, taking in every detail before sighing deeply.
You didn't have enough Source, did you? You had all the materials, but not the Source. That is unfortunate.
She's telling you the last thing you want is to spend time training under her. Look at her in surprise, she doesn't know what you need to do next. Brush off her concerns, you can do anything. You're not sure about a hornpipe, you've been treated with a hangman's chick before.
I know exactly what must be done. You must find a Master of Source. And I could have helped you once, but no longer. The purging which the Magisters included as part of their service was quite efficient. They stripped me of my Source. Not enough to silence me, but enough that I would not turn their insides to lime. Enough to sever my link to the font from which all Source flows. And certainly enough that I cannot train you. So we must seek alternatives. Alas, the only Source Masters not yet hauled off to Fort Joy or turned into meat puppets are those too dangerous or cunning for the Magisters to contain. Sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt them. Many are wicked, cruel, vile, and generally not good teacher material, but we may have no others to turn to. Just so, some of these are quite dark, twisted individuals. The kind of creatures that grew bored pulling their legs from spiders and so moved on to people. However, it is the path we walk, no matter what the cost. No matter what is asked of you.
The Meister doubles over in a violent coughing fit, struggling for breath. After a few moments, she regains her composure, wiping a thin smear of blood from the corner of her mouth.
No matter what is asked of you, you must learn from them. And you do not seem to be paying attention. Sorcerers, evil, controlling your source, saving Rivellon, please. Please tell me at least some of this rings a bell. Your focus, your only focus, must be on finding these masters. On finding this... Alas, I am. And we do not have time to nitpick morals. The Magisters have kept ledgers with all known sorcerers, especially the powerful ones not yet captured. They would be an invaluable resource, but do be careful not to get caught. I was their guest for a time, and I promise you the gallows was the most comfortable part of the experience. And if their barracks turns out to be as empty as their skulls, just try to keep an ear to the ground. There may still be powerful sorcerers hiding in these lands.
As she speaks, one of her wounds reopens, a dark red stain spreading across her tunic. She hisses in frustration and starts to
I wish there was more I could do, but in this condition, I would be more a hindrance than a boon. Godspeed, and remember, do whatever it takes.
Okay. What the hell? Ah, we are now looking for this... seeing weird stuff. What does he want?
Workers, what are you looking at? Egad, stop gawking at the shield. You ought to be quite used to such journeys into that stone realm by now. Meanwhile, the acorn draws nearer. I read through some tomes I saw that cranky old lizard carrying. Some fascinating leads, but nothing like the power we need to stop the Knights of Dre and their wicked plot.
Okay, so we have to do a save and a cut right here. Bye guys, see you soon, hope you enjoyed, and we will continuing this right after. Bye.